Do you know that in 2023, Saudi Arabia, through their own oil company, Saudi Aramco, made a revenue of 441 billion US dollars? Do you know that? Now, that may not be of interest to you. What should interest you is this. Do you know that in the same year, 2023, according to the audited account that NNPC themselves released, NNPC made a revenue of 16 billion US dollars, according to what they released. But do you know that if you do an empirical analysis, you will arrive at two different answers? One being that the revenue of 441 billion US dollars for Saudi Aramco is actually correct, and that two, the revenue of $16 billion for NNPC is actually false. How do I mean? I will explain. Saudi Arabia has an OPEC quota of 10 million barrels of crude oil per day. Multiply that by $80 per barrel is $800 million per day. Multiply that by 365 days a year, that gives you $292 billion. Add on top of that the money they made from selling natural gas and other things, it comes to $441 billion. How does Nigeria fare in this comparison? The same Nigeria has OPEC quota of $1.5 million. At least they say that they do 1.5 million barrels a day. In fact, the Minister of State for Petroleum has come out to say that they even do 1.7, sometimes 2 million barrels. But let's take 1.5 million barrels per day. Multiply that by $80, gives you $120 million per day. Multiply that by 365 days, it gives you 46 billion, almost 50 billion US dollars. Add on top of that the money that is supposed to be made from selling natural gas, from NNPC's shipping company, from selling refined petrol product. You are talking about nothing less than 90 billion US dollars that the NNPC is supposed to have made in 2023. But guess what they recorded? 16 billion US dollars. Shocking, isn't it? Only in Nigeria can you have these kind of things. So what do we do with this information? We must press on the NNPC. We must expose them. There is no reason for NNPC or Tinubu to increase the pump price of petrol. Absolutely no reason. And it's a shame that you have so-called oil and gas experts coming out to lie, to defend and to deceive Nigerians, to defend the government, to defend NNPC and deceive Nigerians. It's a shame. Nigerians, open your eyes. You can go and verify this information that I just gave you.